Morning, guys. It is just about morning still. Um, I wanted to start today with a quick video about what chronic fatigue actually is. It's something that still isn't really that well understood yet, but I'm going to give you the few known facts that are out there at the moment. I'm using the NHS website for this just because that's quite a good, reliable source. Okay, so chronic fatigue syndrome. People call it CFS. It's also called ME. It used to be called that much more. They've changed it more recently to chronic fatigue, which actually a lot of people aren't that pleased about because they feel like it kind of downgrades what it is. Chronic fatigue kind of just suggests long-term tiredness, which is not really. It doesn't really do justice to what a lot of people feel like. Certainly, I don't feel like long-term tiredness really covers it. But it's what we've got, so we'll work with it. Okay, so chronic fatigue syndrome. It is estimated that around 250,000 people in the UK have chronic fatigue. It is usually develops in people around their mid-20s and mid-40s, which certainly is for me. I am 27, so that's exactly right. Let's have a look. It can even affect, but it can affect children who are 13 and 15. Yeah. It affects more women than men. Oh, hello. I don't know if there's any reason for that, but it does. It's very much an invisible illness. This is one of the things that a lot of people really struggle with, is that actually you can't see it. I don't look any different to when I did before I had chronic fatigue. It's the reason a lot of people find it really hard to understand. It's the reason I find it really hard to understand. A lot of people improve over time. Some people don't. Some people have it for a few months. Some people have it for years. Some people have it for the rest of their lives. Again, it's another reason why chronic fatigue is one that's so hard to quantify, because you don't really know the effect it's going to have for the foreseeable future. Oh, I can't click down. Okay, so symptom-wise, the obvious one, I guess, I was gonna try and do it on my laptop as I spoke to you, but I've got it on my phone as well. Symptom-wise, obviously fatigue, obviously extreme exhaustion. That goes without saying, I guess, goes with the name. This is the thing that it's characterized best by, I guess, but probably the thing that people get fed up of, people thinking that it's just fatigue. It's not just tiredness, it's not just having a bad night's sleep, it's the worst debilitating exhaustion that you probably felt most of the time, with a few kind of periods of just feeling a bit sleepy, I guess, and never really feeling like you have actual energy. I know that when I seem like I have energy, it's actually often a real indicator that I'm about to crash. I have a little bit of a manic phase before I hit the floor, as it were. Okay, so we got fatigue. Other symptoms: muscle pain, joint pain, and severe headaches. Yeah, headaches definitely I get. Also, I get really twitchy muscles. I can if you've been for a long run, or if you ever do lots of exercise, you get really twitchy muscles. Yeah, I get that all the time. So I can just sit down and I can just feel my feet twitching, or my legs twitching, or my arms, my hands. I used to get it really badly when I was first really ill. Not so much now, more when I'm just a bit sleepy now. Well, not just a bit sleepy, when I'm actually fatigued now, rather than on a day-to-day basis. Painful lymph nodes, yeah, definitely. Sore throats here, that's actually how I'm feeling today, that I've got really swollen glands today. And that's a big characteristic for a lot of people of chronic fatigue, is that they feel like they have like flu-like symptoms all the time. So you kind of feel coldy, kind of ill, kind of grotty, kind of achy a lot of the time. Okay, so some people get IBS, constipation, diarrhea. I have to say, thankfully not something I have. Sore throat we've just talked about. sleeping problems such as insomnia, falling asleep, and feeling that sleep isn't refreshing. So this is the really strange thing about chronic fatigue, is that you can feel exhaustion really all the time, and yet really struggle to sleep. I can sleep really easily during the day for a couple of hours, but I won't sleep at night if I don't take something to help me sleep. Sorry guys, this is my game. And that's not about the fact that I've slept. It's really easy to say, oh well, don't sleep during the day then. But that's not why I can't sleep at night. It's, if I didn't sleep during the day, I wouldn't sleep at night either. And actually sleeping during the day isn't really something that I choose to do. It's something that I do because I can't stay awake. So other people get sensitivity and intolerance to loud noise. Yeah, kind of when you're, that thing where you're feeling really tired and you feel really sensitive to things. That's definitely a symptom of chronic fatigue. When you're feeling exhausted, same as when you're really tired, it's just really magnified. Okay, so depression, irritability, and panic attacks. That's something I'm going to touch on a lot more in other blogs. And it definitely is something that goes with chronic fatigue, depression, anxiety. And there are a lot of debates around whether chronic fatigue itself is a mental health problem or whether it's a physical condition. Nobody really knows yet. But certainly depression is a symptom that goes along with it, whether that's a symptom, an actual symptom, or whether it's just that you become depressed because you are so debilitated by chronic fatigue. No one really knows yet. What else have we got? Okay, so other people get dizziness, excess sweating, balance problems, difficulty controlling body temperature. Definitely controlling body temperature for me. I get really, really cold. Balance problems. I don't know if that's chronic fatigue or if that's just me. I've always had balance problems. Oh, so I missed out a really important one. Brain fog is a really big symptom of chronic fatigue, and it's something I'm actually going to do. Maybe I'll do it later. Its own special video to go with that. But for now, I will just say that it's kind of a bit like having cotton wool in your brain all the time, and it just makes it really hard to think and really hard to know what's going on. And the worse the brain fog gets, the more you're having to work and the more exhausted you get. So it's a horrid little vicious cycle with brain fog. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for now. I will do a bit more later. Bye.